It is always hard to leave a place that we like, but it's really hard to leave a place that looks like this.
I know, Mike, it's hard to leave, but this is our adventure mobile, and adventure awaits.
This is where we've been for most of the last 3 months, watching spring come to the Emerald Coast of Florida. But it was time for a quick return to Michigan for some chores and family obligations. So it was farewell to Florida and those wonderful 72-degree springtime temperatures.
Have you seen the latest weather forecast for where we're headed? I don't know how to tell you this, but we're headed into 3 different snowstorms: Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan.
That means we're going to have to winterize again, Jennifer.
You're going to have to winterize again.
Our first stop was for gas in the tiny town of Florala, right on the Florida-Alabama line. It seemed like an interesting place, so we decided to stay for a spell to enjoy one last taste of spring on Lake Jackson, which happens to be Alabama's largest natural freshwater lake.
One of the nice things about traveling with a dog is it gives you a chance to stop and take some walks. We just crossed out of the state of Florida and are in Alabama and found this nice little park and decided to stop.
Down south this time of the year, oh man, it is springtime. The trees have all leafed out. The temperature's perfect. It's in the mid-70s. And we're going back to Michigan, where there's a snowstorm expected in April. This just doesn't seem right.
At sunset, we were near Birmingham and stopped at a Walmart. In the camping section, we picked up a couple gallons of RV antifreeze. Then we were back on the road. Those 70-degree temperatures were now only a memory. We just stopped south of Huntsville on I-65 at a rest area to let Bo stretch his legs, and it's a little chilly here, 53 degrees.
We spent the night in a Cracker Barrel just inside the Tennessee line. Now, there is some etiquette involved in overnighting at a Cracker Barrel. For example, there's our van, and you can see it is taking up 1 space, right? But look at this over this way. You see that guy right there? He is taking up 8 spaces. 8. Count them. Look at him. 8 spaces, because he's got a big travel trailer and he's got a truck. Now, you can imagine how Cracker Barrel management would feel if 8 customers couldn't find a place to park because this guy took up all those spots. So for the guy in the travel trailer, a much better place would have been right here. He could have just taken 2 of those long spots and nobody would have had any problem at all with that. But that's just not good etiquette to take up 8 spots when you could get by with 2 in his case. That's why I like our Roadtrek 1 spot.
Hey Mike, have you noticed? It's no longer springtime. There's no leaves on the trees.
Yeah, no sunshine today either.
People often ask about Bo when we're riding, and this is normally where he likes to sit, right between us. He either sits because it's early morning, or he lays on his little bed right between us. He's a little bit afraid of the back because if you don't latch doors properly and everything, a door can sometimes fly open or things can fall off like cushions and things. So it's a little scary back there, and he prefers it right between us.
I kind of hate to re-winterize, but I'm going to have to. This unit will be in Michigan for the next couple of weeks, and at night the temperature is forecast to be considerably below freezing. During the day it warms up above freezing, but when the temperature gets in the mid to low 20s or the teens, as it will over the next couple of days, you got to have pink stuff back in the system. So I got to re-winterize. I'm going to only put about 1.5 gallons in, and then I'll turn on the water pump, and that will get the pink stuff circulated through the pipes of my plumbing system.
Another reason we like RVing is that we don't have to waste time standing in line, searching for a restaurant. We can just pull over to the rest area, let Bo have a walk, and I can make up a quick sandwich. Alas, time always does get wasted though. Traffic jams and delays because of road construction or accidents are always a challenge. This mess north of Louisville on I-65 cost us an hour and a half. We couldn't help but notice that all the trees were still bare. Spring was long gone.
As we finally started to move again, the temperature started to drop. It was in the 40s when we hit Indiana, in the 30s by the time we were in Indianapolis. Well, Jennifer, you've changed into your flannel shirt. That's a good thing because you see that out there? That's not rain. That's snow.
Bo is going to be so happy.
Bo's going to be happy, but it's snow.
Hey, as long as it's not ice, I'm happy.
It's April, and we're in Indiana.
Well,
it's not supposed to be snowing.
What can I say?
It's snowing. When we stopped in South Bend for the night, it was 28 degrees. Well, good morning. We are on our last stretch of the journey back to Michigan. This is South Bend, Indiana, and we're on a bit of a walking trail. Bo and I are heading off for a little bit of a walk. Jennifer, well, she's found a health club and she's been working out, so Bo and I are on the trail. But the temperature is 25 degrees. Oh boy, but that's what I want to show you. Look at that. It's not a leaf on a tree. It's even hard to find a couple of buds. Welcome back home to winter. So we're back home in Michigan. The parkas are back on. The shorts and the t-shirts, well, they're put away for a few more weeks. But the good news is none of those predicted snowstorms ever arrived. The worst we got were some snow flurries in Indiana.
But the really good news is we get to experience spring twice this year. We experienced it in Florida, and it's just around the corner from popping up in Michigan.
So Jennifer says. Hey, we are Mike and Jennifer Wendland. We want to thank you for watching this video. Please, would you do us a favor and subscribe to our RV Lifestyle channel right here on YouTube.